Howdy, howdy. So here we have a little project that we had finished up in August before hunting season kicked off this past year in 2020. And this here is just a children's fort, a little playhouse that I converted into a hunting blind for me and another grown-up. This is a 2-person blind, and did a little camo job with a couple different spray paints on this synthetic plastic material. It resembles cardboard. It's called coral plastic. But anywho, these are typically, this is the type of material that you would find at any, if you look at those signs in like gas stations and grocery stores, they're typically made out of this plastic cousin to cardboard, so to speak. But it makes a great weatherproof shield to cover up this little wood structure. You know, with the wood, it tends to soak up the moisture, and eventually, after time passes, of course, it rots away within a few years. But with this stuff, it's actually shielding the wood structure of the blind. And all we really did is we covered the complete outside and just little panels of this, and kind of had to merge them together. But we went ahead and painted it an olive green, just standard deck wood paint, and we tried to cover it up as best as possible, but we slapped it together relatively quick and had a limited amount of time to spend on it. But the camo pattern came out pretty good. I think it looks good. It's kind of that, we just took some pieces of grass from down here on the ground and just snatched them up and held them up and used a couple different greens. We had like a mossy green, and then a hunter green, and then that was about it. Just 2 cans of spray paint, 2 different colors, and we were able to get this nice little camo pattern. So I think it worked out nicely. We have 2 little drop down viewing windows. You can just pop those. Actually, they pop up from the inside. We've got some tabs, but let's go in there real quick and take a look at it. I guess this kind of feels like a tour for MTV Cribs. But all right, well, inside here you can kind of see the structure. We went ahead and just took some 2x4s and really just some old pieces of wood, and originally this kid structure had like a little tarp that was draped over it, and it was intended for, you know, children. So I mean, the roof kind of started here originally, but we went ahead and just built it upward and extended it and just made do with what it was and used what we could from it. Let me go ahead and unscrew one of these. And for the viewing window, we made it to where they're screwed in, and we just take this flap and lift up on it. It gives us a nice little view of the feeder, and then we have a little water tank pond over there. It's a little hard to get the right angle, but you can see we just have a couple of old office chairs in here. These make the best chairs to sit in for long periods of time. And with both of the viewing windows open, we have a real nice visual. And this is great for myself, and usually I'll have one of my buddies or a family cousin to come hunt with me. But I just thought it'd be fun to show this little structure that we put together. But yeah, you can see, I mean, this is the wood structure for a playhouse that we just repurposed, and it makes for a very comfortable, very spacious deer blind. And a lot of the times, if you look on Craigslist, people are giving these things away for free. They want to get rid of them after they get, you know, old like this, and they're not very clean looking. But they make excellent structures to modify and improve just a tad bit. And you can go ahead and make a fun little project out of them. But this has been a great hunting blind for us, and you know, knock on wood, every time we're in here, you know, we've had the deer come up, you know, where they're walking right in front of here, and we're sitting here looking down at them. And of course, you know, we're not in their line of sight, so they don't even notice us. But yeah, it's a great little project that we were able to put together. And if you look back at our videos on our YouTube channel, there's another blind that I had made out of pallet wood and used the same plastic material, this coral plastic, and had surrounded it with that. And that blind's about 2 years old now, and it is still holding up very well in the elements. You know, it's we put a couple of screws in it here and there to reinforce it in a few spots, because with the heat, you know, with the weather changes, sometimes you'll see it flexing and bend. It'll bend a little bit. It won't be as straight and as flat as it was when you first put it on, but still, it looks really good, and it does the job. It keeps everything dry on the inside. But anywho, there you go, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed watching the video. If you like these types of videos, feel free to give us a click on that subscribe button. But we'll leave it at that. Appreciate you guys taking the time to watch the video, and we'll see you next time. Bye.